Howdy, howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to another Nascar Diecast review. And today we got a very, very cool looking Diecast review here in the studio. And it's very good timing because we're coming up right to the 2022 edition of the Road America race. This is the Chase Elliott Road America Race to Win Diecast. And this is really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and tune into the sign up here. So it's one of 1,776 cars, which I think this was ran on July 4th, which, if that's the case, that's a Larry McNugget if in itself. I will say, though, the race to win boxes, look, they're better than the next-gen boxes, I'll tell you that. But I don't know. Could you imagine them making a Dale Jr. race to win car from, like, 04 and not putting Dale Jr.'s face on there? I don't know. Believe me, if I made the box designs, they would have Napa logos all over it. You would see like a burnout image with Chase Elliott holding the flag, in victory lane or whatever he did. Something like that, right? That's just me. So anyways, let's go ahead and open up this box. And, oh, it actually has a cut fender on it. That is so cool. Dude, the tire's cut too. I like that. That is awesome. Check this out. Wow, this is something cool, fellas. This is something really cool. We're going to do a closer look at this. Don't worry, guys. That is really cool. And you can tell they did some pretty good machine work here because they didn't just straight cut it. They actually kind of shimmed it down a little bit so it won't be as as aggressive of an edge so you don't cut yourself. So that's really good. The tire is cut as well. That is really cool. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing off of the plastic base and let's hop into the review. Holy cow, folks. Right off the good old base. And check out this diecast, dude. The freaking damage on this thing is so cool. Like the tire, you can actually see they properly grind that down. That is really cool. And you can see the fender all crinkled up. I want to say, though, this rear tire here, having the Goodyear sticker, I believe this actually blew out, and they couldn't get it back around, so they had to put a new tire on there. Could be mistaken on that, but nonetheless, that is so freaking cool, guys. And I, of course, got to give a huge shout-out to our friends at B Diecast. That's where I bought this car from. And I'm just so excited and thankful to have it. So if you want to get your version of this car today, or maybe pick up his 2022 Dover win, you can go ahead and pre-order all your next-gen stuff. And if you want to save on shipping, guys, which, I mean, it's over $30, right? So you're already qualified for the discounted shipping. Make sure you use the promo code Diecastbuffet over there at B Diecast for any orders $30 or more. You save on shipping. So you got the Chase Elliott windshield banner here. We'll be talking about the Road America race and how I feel about it and what's the future of it in a minute. But you have the brain fart, the windshield wiper, which is funny how they run these gigantic windshield wipers even in like a freaking dry, almost like a desert atmosphere, like wine country. It's like it's completely perfect weather. Oh, let's freaking run a freaking windshield wiper because why not? I gotta admit though, I much prefer the 2021 paint scheme over 2022 and 2020. So you got the number 9 right there. Got Sunoco. Look at all the dirt and grime just all across the front of that car. It's funny how, like, the car itself, like, the actual, like, look how shiny it is. But then once you take the shine off of it, it's, like, extremely dirty. It's just, I think it's kind of funny. But, that's the only way they can actually make it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here, guys. We're going to go ahead and open up the hood. So we take a little paintbrush and try to push it open. And bam! So you got your engine detail here, which, I'll be honest with you, it's not a whole lot, right? But it's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can live with detail like this. I really can. I'm not going to, go nuts over it and, nitpick. But, hey, man, it's a diecast. I'm just happy they're making them at this point, I got the Chevrolet bow tie underneath it. And it's really, really cool. So, one thing I noticed, there's a little plastic piece right here. So I don't know what that's for. There's a little plastic piece that wasn't trimmed out there, which is kind of interesting. So this is such a really cool paint scheme. And statistically speaking, 2021 was Chase Elliott's worst year in terms of wins since 2017. Because he was winless in 2017, even though he should have won that Dover race and probably should have won another few races because he kept throwing them away. Let's just be honest, fellas. But this paint scheme was one of 2 wins in 2021. He did make the Final Four, right? But, hey, he didn't bear any fruit. It was Larson's year, right? If Larson wasn't there, I guarantee you, guarantee you he would have had at least 5 wins. But hey, man, when you have a future Hall of Famer just jump on board and win 10 races and the championship, it's hard to compete. But I love this paint scheme, guys. Something about it. This little yellow archways like this, it gives me the transition from 2002 to 2003 with Michael Waltrip. Really resonates with me. Love it. So, the main thing everyone's going to go crazy over, and honestly, I highly recommend this diecast for this alone, even if you're not a Chase Elliott fan, is the cut fender right here and the tire degradation, the damage there. But you do have some, I think this is supposed to be a shadowing effect maybe, because it's like a different shade of blue here. So I imagine this is supposed to be curled more, perhaps some rubber marks. But anyways, you have the honorary pit crew member decal there. Got UniFirst, Chase Elliott, Napa Auto Parts. I will say, though, the Auto Parts decal looks a little bit goofy, but I think it's actually supposed to be that way. I think this is supposed to be pushed upwards, or it's supposed to be inwards, like this way, and then it's supposed to be pushed up. So in other words, it's supposed to look wonky jaw. I got Kelly Blue Book there, Valvoline, Chase Elliott. I got the race win sticker there from Coda, which, you know, some might consider this his only true win because Coda, you know, was weather delayed. But let's be honest, man, a win's a win. I don't care. I don't care if you win it by leading every lap or leading the last 3 inches at the stripe. I couldn't care less. A win's a win. Exalta, Akron's, Freightliner, Hooters, Mac Tools, Simeon's, and Cincinnati Industries. God, I hope he wins in the Hooters car one day so he can win in everything. Got NASCAR race, almost a Napa race car, guys. I'm screwballing here. I got race car, Goodyear, Cup Series, Lomar. I wish he would have won the 2021 Adrenaline Shock. Ah, that would have been so cool. And you got your achievements of the race win record for Hendrick Motorsports. Like I said, this is a what do you call it? ARC, so the trunk is not going to open up. But this is really interesting here, and I don't know how I feel about this, guys, as I accidentally banged the splitter a little bit. So the whole back end of this car is supposed to be heavily damaged, or, you know, beat in, so to speak. I'll try to brighten it up just a little bit so you can see here. Bear with me. But the whole back bumper here is supposed to be pushed inwards, right? So they try to create this artificial damage with shadowing, shaders, and gradients. But essentially what it looks like is just a darker blue. Now, let's be honest here. If you really wanted to replicate this, you could cut here, you know, trim the back end and beat it with a hammer or something. Look, there's some cats that can make some unbelievable damage customs, I might add. And they could replicate this pretty cool. But in terms of not actually damaging the car too much, it's the best you can do. I'm fine with it. But I don't know. It just looks like a dark blue and then a bright blue on top. So I have to nitpick on something, right? But I do wish they could somehow do the real damage. Napa Auto Care there, number 9, Valvoline. Got your Chevrolet bow tie. I love that how the bow tie has the black in the middle and the gray on the outside. Really much like that. Let's go to the right side of the diecast here. And this is so cool, man. And whoa, is that even more cut fender? Yeah, look at that, dude. That is so cool, man. Okay, this has quietly become one of my favorite Chase Elliott race wins now because check this out. So the both of the rear tires are actually cut. Check this out. So you have the cut here, and then you spin it around, and you have cut on the bottom. That is really cool. I remember he blew it out on the front straightaway, and he had to put new tires on. Then he had to go, you know, all around the 4-mile track. But this is actually a cut fender here too, so that is really cool. And obviously you can notice on the other side, the gas insert indentation into the metal is present, but there's no ethanol ring. They had to put it on this side because it's a road course, right? But anyways, this decal is supposed to look wonky jaw because of the fender crinkling probably. You can notice the right side window is not there because it is a road course. You can see the dirt and the grime and probably some Gatorade, Adrenaline Shock, whatever the biff they sprayed in Victory Lane. Really, really cool stuff here. And I always love the matte finish to these little exhaust panels. I think that's really cool here, guys. You know, I like to just show all the detail when it comes to these diecasts. I really do. And say what you want to say about Lionel, but there's some things that they do that absolutely just it blows me away with their detail. And it's the ability to actually get every little marking on the tires. Like, every time I see that, like, I'm talking the little Sharpie marks, blows me away with their detail. Like, I don't know how in the world they could just replicate that like that. It's incredible. I give them so much credit for that. I truly do. I know the quality sometimes can be a little bit hit or miss, right? Let's just be honest. But I tell you what, man, they do a lot of amazing things as well. You go to the roof of the car here, get the number 9. You can see more of the dirt. I don't know if that's like a drink or extremely small confetti pieces. Who really knows? You do have your roof flaps, which there we go. So both of them has engaged, and your DIN number below the Napa Know-How decal is 1239. So okay, that's actually really interesting. So we have the number 9 number at the end, right? I think on my Coda win, I had the number 9 at the end as well. Could be mistaken, but that's actually really interesting. 1239. That, I don't know. That's actually really interesting. It means nothing because it's just, it's a freaking. They made 1,700 of these things, so I mean it's just average production run, but it's still special to me, right? Regardless, you do see a little bit of like a I don't know if that's tin foil or a decal wrap right here. I might have to trim that. You got Napa Auto Parts on the deck lid. My thing is about the DIN numbers is that, sure, if you get like a 1 or a 2 or a 3, that's freaking awesome, right? But to me, I'm not gonna pay $100 more for a DIN number car. I'm just not going to. To me, it's if I really wanted to look at a number on a car, I would just take a Sharpie and mark it. But hey, man, if you get one of those DIN numbers, congratulations. There's a lot of people who find them really cool. So we're going to take a look at the accessories here, and I'll give my thoughts on Road America and why it needs to come back and stay on the schedule. So you got the Race Win sticker here. I really wish they would go to a color on these. Like yellow to me would be really cool, right? You run it. They ran it through the Nextel and Sprint Cup Series. They ran it for the playoffs in 2021. I say go with it. You know what I'm saying? Just go with it. I think yellow would look really cool. That or do I don't know, just some other bright color. I think that'd be really cool. And just stick with it, not change it every year. So this is what I love to see. The trophy, the driver, and the car in the background. Now, why was it so difficult for them to not even put this on the box? Now, you could say, well, they just make all the boxes generic. And I'll try to show it here, fellas. They make all the boxes generic, and all the logos that you actually see are just stickers. So, check this out. So that the Hendrick Motorsports decal on the right side that says standard finish, those are just stickers. The box is exactly the same just about for everything almost. They just put different like stickers based on, is it a Chevy, is it a Toyota, is it Joe Gibbs Racing, whatever. So my point being is that a piece of a decal thing there. My point being with this car, that was a decal from a custom set, not the actual diecast. My desk is kind of busy with projects. Is that they need to go back to doing original boxes for each car. I understand cost, but I feel like they would make more sales, thus making more money if they would actually decorate the boxes. But this looks incredible. Chase Elliott, Road America 250 winner, Elkhart Lake, July 4th, 2021. So go to the back end of it. I love this. See, this is how you do it. A very nice victory lane shot showing the crew members some color. I wish there was a little bit more color, but I do like to see some. Okay, Chase Elliott, Road America 250 winner. Time of race, 2 hours, 54 minutes, and 33 seconds. Started 34th. 62 laps for 250 miles. It's a 4-mile road course, guys. It ain't no doozy. You got what do you get? 4 cautions for 9 laps. That's interesting. Laps led by winner 24, and the margin of victory was just over 5.7 seconds. Really cool little race win card. Okay, so it's time to dig on in, so to speak, to Road America and what's going on with it. So at the time of this video, they're talking about Road America not coming back in 2023 for Chicago street course. I'll be honest with you, I don't really care much for street course racing. My reasoning for it is, sure, sometimes it is interesting, but even watching the street course IndyCar stuff, I much rather watch an IndyCar race at like Barber Motorsports Park, at Sonoma, at Road America, at Watkins Glen, at Sebring, than I would at a road or a street course in a random metropolitan town. That's just my honest opinion there. I feel like the racing is better at a elevation, road course, you know, a terrain road course, if you will, compared to just a you know, a street course in downtown Detroit, Chicago, Houston, Baltimore, whatever the biff they want to run it, right? So that's my honest opinion on that. Road America is probably not coming back from what I understand. It's if it holds true and they don't come back for 2023 and they cut it off the schedule, that's going to be really sad for me because Road America is my favorite road course in the world. It is my favorite. I mean, Le Mans is amazing, right? I love the Daytona road course for the sports cars, but Road America is my favorite one. It's just something about that place. It is beautiful. It's 4 miles of racing in a forest. It is unbelievably beautiful. I've always wanted them to run the Cup Series there. They finally run it. Chase Elliott, my favorite driver, wins the first race there in like 60-something years, right? They ran at Road America because they ran there back in the 60s, I think, early 60s. Anyways, they don't need to get rid of it. And what I would recommend, if they absolutely, I mean, like, if there is nothing else they can do but add the Chicagoland Street Course, here's my theory to make everyone happy. Take the Indy Road Course, put it back on the oval, okay? So you're adding one oval, and you're taking one road course down, okay? Well, then now you have one extra oval. What you do is you take the Phoenix Spring date, and you take that off the schedule, give it to Chicago Street Course. So now your ovals and your road courses are back at a stable number, so to speak. They get the Chicagoland road course that they absolutely go. For whatever reason, they want it. I don't see why. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want to go to an event like that. They get that. We get Road America, and Indianapolis gets its Brickyard 400. If you ask me, there's a perfectly good racetrack that does not need a gajillion amount of dollars to set up every year, called Chicagoland Speedway, as my light goes out. I think Chicagoland Speedway should come back. If you want a race that badly, go to Chicagoland. Next Gen would just absolutely, it would provide one of the best shows of the whole season. If Kansas is a success, Chicagoland will be into discussion. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that. Do I recommend this car? If you're a Chase Elliott fan, obviously. But if you're not a Chase Elliott fan, I recommend this car because it is Road America. You know, it's an anomaly win. I don't think they're ever going to go back to the Daytona road course, right? I'm barring something crazy. So I think his Daytona road course win is going to be an anomaly, so to speak. Having both fenders cut with the tires cut, that adds to it. It's a really nice race win car. It really is. Highly recommend it, guys. So I would pick it up if you just like cool race win cars. That's all for now, though. Thank you all so much for watching the video, of course. If you want to help out the channel, make sure to get a good deal over there on shipping over there at Circle B Diecast with the promo code Diecastbuffet. All one word, no space in between, guys. Not Diecast space buffet. It's just Diecastbuffet. And for all these cats who do use the code, you folks are amazing, and I genuinely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart because I know there's some cats out there that use it, and I just say thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me, and it allows me to be able to do videos like this. It really does, and it's because of you that we're able to do these awesome diecast reviews for y'all. So I want to say thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. Have a great night, everybody. Diecastbuffet, signing off.